Now to a heroic and heartwarming story of survival. 71-year-old Luis Har was one of those 250 hostages taken captive by Hamas terrorists back in October. He endured 121 days in captivity in southern Gaza. And yes, his time hidden and held captive was horrendous and traumatic, but he wasn't about to let Hamas win, nor let any of the other hostages around him lose faith. You see, Luis had been a folk dancer, an artistic storyteller, and a musical theater performer. So every night when it would grow dark and the guards would turn the lights off, Luis would tell a story, drawing on his life experience as an entertainer to try and pass time and fill his fellow hostages with humor and hope. Then came the night. Luis heard a large explosion. He rolled off his mattress to take cover. Would this be the end of Luis's story? No. Matter of fact, it would be one more story for him to tell. Luis heard a voice cry out, "It's the IDF, and we've come to take you home." Here's my conversation with Luis yesterday. Luis, it's so great to see you. I mean, after 4 months in captivity, tell me what it was like to hear the voices of IDF soldiers saying that they were there to take you home.
It calmed me down, and it took away all of the fears that I was facing in that moment. And then I could respond and know that I had to do everything that they would ask me to do so that we could get out of that captivity.
Wow. Tell us about those nights that you told stories, that you embraced other hostages. How did they respond to you? How did you know you were breathing life into their souls in that moment?
I'm trying to keep telling my story with the idea of helping all the other people still in captivity. We were in captivity together. We are from the same family, and we always tried to help one another. Among other things, we would say we had to stay strong and that we shouldn't speak with the people who were taking care of us that are terrorists. We said not to engage in conflict with them so that they wouldn't kill us. And so we were fulfilled. We spoke in Spanish slowly, and thus we helped each other every time someone was feeling down or afraid in that situation.
How did telling stories help you all survive this time?
We talked. We assured each other that we were complying with the fundamental thing, which is respect for each other, help each other. And just as it is difficult to be 5 adults in a single room, we had to accept each other's opinions and really respect each other, what each one thinks, or the way each one of us acted. We knew that everyone reacts differently, and we didn't have to be angry or yell at each other, but rather understand that we are all in the same situation, us 5. And so we spent the days helping each other with questions, with stories.
Have you been able to get back to what you love, folk dancing and theater?
Well, it's not something that I wanted to do, to be a surprise hero in these circumstances. For me, to return to dancing gave me the possibility to be stronger and to overcome the difficult times, because it's really important to keep going forward and not stay in the story we went through, or stay like that, crying or thinking about all the things that have happened. I have to give thanks that I'm alive. We have to keep going forward, to be strong and stay prepared to get the other 133 hostages that are still in Gaza.
And we will never let the story go, that is for sure. Luis Har, thank you for your inspiring story. We appreciate you so much.